Welcome back, guys, to episode number 4 of Fate Extra Last Encore. And, yeah, we came a little bit slower episode this time.
Yeah, not too action-packed, but there was, of course, at least 1 or 2 action scenes, but still mainly a dialogue-heavy episode.
Right, definitely so. They took this episode to answer some questions. But overall, I mean, the fighting was pretty interesting. A little bit different than the last fight. But we can't go too far into it without mentioning that we got more Nero goodness in a sash at the beginning of the episode. I'm like, oh, all right.
It's like, thank you.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, she was uumuing all the way throughout this episode. My gosh, that counter was going up and up very fast.
I'm still like, all right, cool. They try to fulfill a quota. But no, she was cute. Definitely. Same old Nero. Fantastic each and every week.
Just that one scene when she was just talking to Hakuno in the woods and she was just twirling around and then touching his face, twirl around again, touch his face. And I'm just like, Nero, why are you so... She's just putting on a show every time.
Yep, she's just so into it in her own little world. And she got so mad when Archer came around and was like, ugh. You had to ruin it, didn't you? So Archer this time, which, according to the game, I figured this is the next person that was coming up. Character's completely different this time. It's still the same old man, which is Dan Blackmore. He's on the Knight's Oath craft essence.
Yeah, exactly. When I saw his design, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I know you're on one of those craft essences. Yep,
it's so good to see that they're finally putting these people out there. But he is completely different. In the game, he's a knight, so he has respect, and he's like, look, we gotta fight honorably. He's straight up tried to snipe Hakuno, like, nope, you're dead.
As soon as he arrived.
Like, okay, so clearly, things have been going a little wrong, and we kind of learn why later in the episode, but as Nero and Hakuno get their butts whipped by Archer, mainly because he has home field advantage, they get saved by a character named Ronnie 8, who is also from the game. So,
oh, okay.
Yep, she plays one of the main figurehead masters in the game. You get to choose to either fight her or Rin. So that's kind of like a branching path. But her character stays intact. She is wearing the Atlas uniform, the Atlas Mystic Code.
I was wondering about that. I'm just like, that looks similar to it, but not exactly because of the way how it's cut and the colors and stuff. So I'm just like,
yeah, it's that beret.
Yeah.
Yeah, that beret gives it away. And she is connected to the Atlas Academy in the game. So I was like, all right, nice little nod.
Okay.
We got more.
That's cool.
Got more naked Nero goodness again. I'm like, man, she's hardly ever in clothes this episode.
It was funny. Even Nero, she said to the one girl, I forgot her name, but she was just saying, "Oh, are you just like admiring my beauty? It's because I'm so beautiful." Right? Just like, Nero, what? You're just the best.
Right. Hakuno had a little bit of growth here as well. Like, not only did he show like genuine sincerity to Nero, but where pretty much it confirmed the theory that we are in a few time loops because he had a memory of one of his lives. When he met the guy from Fragment of 2030, who is the final boss of Extra, by the way. So that is the final guy.
Okay.
And that leads right into Ronnie. What is it? She's putting the graves. She's like setting up all the graves of all the masters.
All the other masters. You see, what really intrigued me here with this episode is that the master of Archer, what's his name?
Dan Blackmore.
Okay, Dan. So Dan, he has been the floor master for a very, very long time. And as soon as a master gets here, he shoots him down, or those masters just run back to the first floor. So I wonder why he hasn't ascended yet, because I thought you were supposed to just beat another master and then you ascend, but he hasn't ascended.
Exactly.
So I have no idea what's up with that.
It is a little weird, and even at the end of the whole episode in the prologue, he's saying, like, I will ascend. Like, I've killed every single master. Like, I should be up on the next floor. So Yeah, it looks like he's having the same questions. I wonder if it's self-inflicted or if it's because Archer doesn't know. I'm gonna edit that out. Because Archer doesn't know exactly. He doesn't agree with his philosophy because you can tell he's not really okay with how Dan's acting. He's like, all right, whatever, fine. It's I don't know. Like you see him in Fate Grand Order, he is a little like whatever, but he's kind of happy to do what you need to do. And in the original game, he was trying to poison people, trying to jump people, and Dan actually punished him by using using command seal, saying you cannot use your Noble Phantasm at all. But now he doesn't care. Okay. He's like, whatever, do what you want. I don't care as long as they die. I'm like, wow, okay. So full 180 there. But one of the bigger revelations, and I think that's why they decided to leave the episode on it, is that we're not in the 21st century anymore. We're in 320. So, yeah, well, that's 2030. So that's even 1,000 years ahead of time.
Oh my gosh,
so he's been in a time loop for like 1,000 years.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, wow. Like, this actually makes sense why Shinji was the way he was then. Like, he's had a long time to think about this.
So it's weird, because it doesn't seem like they age in the floors.
No, because those are just the digital avatars. Like, that's not actually how they look. Like, that, Rin doesn't look like that in real life. Shinji doesn't look how he does in real life. So that's why it won't age. It'll look always the same because it's like an avatar that they have. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And when Ronnie was saying that Seraph is pretty much corroding, and once it goes away, so does humanity, because Seraph is holding all the data of what's left of humanity. So if that goes, so is gone. There's nothing else. Yeah. So it looks like they're trying to answer some questions with this one, but I appreciate it. It's like, okay, cool. Now we confirmed the time and loop theory. We got to see Pretty Nero.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dan, Blackmore, and Archer are in the ending credits now. So I guess they're just going to change it for every servant and master combo that we have.
Yeah, as for this Archer, we got to see him use poison. And he also turned himself invisible. So I'm just like, wait, what? Like, cause we've actually seen back over in Fate Zero and like Fate Stay Night, Saber, she makes her sword invisible, but she can't be invisible herself. So I'm just like, wait, what? I'm just like, well, this is basically cheating.
Essentially, yeah, because because normally, the servants can go like, hey, I can be in spirit form, you can't be seen. This is completely different. He just went straight invis. Like, okay, fine, that's fine.
I mean, at least his arrows are tiny, because Nero was able to pull that out, and it's a very small arrow, very thin, didn't really do much damage. So
it looked like it was a poison arrow, probably. So that's why they were so small, and he was shooting a lot of them too. So, because he has that, I don't think it was from a bow. It's like a bow gun, like arm gun thing. Yep. So that's where that is. Yeah, at first, when the final blow is like, well, this is it, game over, or checkmate, and an explosion happened, I was like, what the heck happened there?
Yeah, seriously, they all exploded in thin air.
Oh, he got blown out of the sky. Alright. Yeah, so, I don't know, it's not too much to say about this one. It was kind of... Yeah, go ahead.
The only other thing to say would be is that they're wondering what Hakuno's purpose is. Like, why does he want to ascend? But he just has this strong feeling that he has to ascend because he has this hatred and desire within him. So maybe he just wants to, maybe he actually really hates the Holy Grail War, and he just wants to end it once and for all, which is where this hatred is coming from. But he just doesn't know where it's coming from because he's still trying to figure out, like, okay, what happened before I lost my memories.
Yeah, he's still getting all his memories back, and even after that dream, he's sitting there questioning, like, wait, that was a memory, like, but why? I mean, they had a little bit of a Nasuism. He's like, oh, man, I forgot exactly what he said. he's like, I know what this means, but what does it mean? And I was like, oh no. No. God damn it. But yeah, so that he's at least trying to figure that out, and yeah, it definitely seems like he's, at least my theory on it is that he's died so many times that each death he carries that incomplete purpose from each time. Kind of borrowing from the last episode when we saw him like several different places, dying in many different fashinos.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, it seems clear cut. I just want to know, I think the looming questions are what exactly the deal with Hakuno is and why Dan hasn't ascended quite yet.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I hope they answer that next time, but if not, well, yeah, I guess we're in for the long haul. At least it's pretty. It's pretty to look at. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. Normally I'm more profound than this. It's just like, oh, alright. Maybe I'm just slowing down. I kind of hope it picks up again, but, you know, yeah, it works. It does the job it needs to.
Yeah. Alright, then that's basically all we have to say here, guys.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, let's check in next week. And so until then, this is Musaki and Sloan, and logging out.
Sayonara.